biggest punishment man takes is for stealing from his own soul. If I give you the opportunity for your soul to elevate and you refuse, you'll pay for it. Because you've stolen from it, you stop its elevation. And the soul knows. You can refuse a gift, but you'll pay for refusing it if it was in totality given, because they see there is a need for it that the gift is given. Depriving is a crime to every level, worse to the soul. Stealing from your own soul is worst thing can be done. Thou shalt not steal. And then you go down the line, years down the line, says, why it happened to me this way? Because you took from it before. So it's balancing the book for you to learn what you did. You allowed. You stole from your own soul. You didn't learn. This time again, you're stealing from your own soul. By not letting it to elevate, you pay again. A fool does that. I always say to my children, why do you take something which is not yours, that you have to work 3 times more for what you've taken?
Mr. Keshe?
Yes.
Can you give a real life example of how one steals from his own soul?
You stay in an abusive relationship, you're stealing from your soul. And all of you do it. Unless you know and you make your point that let it be dating the abuse, but I free my soul to live his life. You live with an abusive husband, you live with an abusive wife, you live with a woman who betrays you or a man, and you suffer with it? No, you take a different road.
Wow.
And this is how it is. You get punished for abusing your own soul. And you all do it. With me, I don't. I turn a different line. Because you cannot damage, you cannot do anything to harm. That's the way they decide to be. They'll pay for it. You don't want to get hit by it, pay for it. Sometimes you close your eyes for different reasons, but you'll get boom. Thou shalt not steal. It's not from the others. You cannot, first of all, steal from yourself. Then you call it fibromyalgia. Then you say, I did something right, something wrong. And you walk into another relationship and you get tested again, but this time not necessarily in the relationship, but in the life of the relationship, because you still have to pay the damages you did before. Why do you see people go through the same cycle of different abuses, but the same? And when you break the chain, the abuser doesn't like it, which is you. You allow, you be. I know the person with me is betraying me. It's their right. They can do. But doesn't mean I have to stand it. I choose a different path. I don't let mine to be mixed up. I have a different way to go. Because if I stay there and watch the abuse, I'm responsible for my soul. I'm responsible for my suffering. And then you go into a relationship. That relationship will never see happiness because the partner is paying for your crimes without them knowing. It just happens. It's a cycle of life. You go to the next relationship. You go into the business. You go to a business. I never liked to be in partnership. I've had so many discussions and fight. Once I had to accept a partner because they were one of the large accounts in our company, and if they would have gone bankrupt, a large percentage of my business would have gone with it. So I had to go in to secure my own staff job. And after 12 months, I moved out, 18 months, I moved out because I always said, if partnership was a good thing, God would have opened a partnership company. Because he has responsibilities. Business partners has to be on a direct ethics of acceptance that is totally, absolutely profitable, beneficial to both. And has to be in a correct way. People who go with partnership with the Keshe Foundation, I always said, we take 51% ownership to control that. We know what we're doing. Everything else is yours. Run it the way you like. We are there to help you. It's not there we own 51%, you do what we say. No. It's very hard this way to break, unless you steal. Unless you steal, then we put controls on, everything is there. I don't ever think, is my partner stealing, is my staff stealing. I tell all my managers, for years I've told you know they're gonna steal from us. You know they're gonna take a percentage of our goods goes to our staff and their families. So two things, price is up enough, that much for our own staff to steal, and make sure the staff have a right to buy things at the cost price, not the retail price for our 10%. But still, you find people who steal. It's their habit. You can't stop it. But if you give your partners in business equal right, doesn't matter you're a majority shareholder, let them run. You have the shares. You know if it's wrong, you can jump in. Let them run it. They have their own interests. They have to be in their intuition too. It's got to be what they call a partnership is, which is me, I say, it's my way. It's a partnership already failed before it becomes a partner. Be it your wife, be it your husband, be it your business partner, be it anything. But if you have a strong will, they always say this, because we can't say no to you. That's your problem if you have that feeling. A woman has to have the same voice equal to a man in the house. And most of the men have a problem with it. Why? Why do we have it? And then what happens? Everything else is there because they do what they like. You're not 24 hours a day home. A man in a company has to be on top of his company 24 hours. You're 12 hours a day out, running your house, running your business, to bringing whatever you do to run the house. So it's their fault if they put their foot wrong, not you. And how you've been brought up, how you see, what you see in justice system. And it's the same with men, it's bold to say. I always compare things in how I lived and how I felt in that environment. Did I like it? Was it something which I wanted? Then you do for what you want. You always have to consider in any position, what is in it? What do I do damage with my soul? Because end of the day, close of the book is the only thing you got to answer to.